Having a navy capable of protecting its territorial waters is essential for asserting a nation's status as a military power. Around 90% of global trade by volume is transported by sea. While regions like the Red Sea, the North Sea, and the Eastern Mediterranean sometimes pose risks, the oceans remain a vital economic resource. This video will highlight the top countries strengthening their naval power. Let's dive in and explore together. Although China has a larger number of warships, 1,572 compared to the US's 1,139, the U.S. Navy remains the most powerful naval force in the world, thanks primarily to the advanced technology and modern capabilities of its fleet. The largest ship in the U.S. Navy is the aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford, which was commissioned in 2017 and completed its first deployment in 2022. It is the largest aircraft carrier in the world, measuring 332 meters in length. Determined to maintain its military dominance, the U.S. Navy began testing its next aircraft carrier, the USS John F. Kennedy, in March 2024. Construction began in 2011, and delivery is expected in 2025. That the U.S. Navy fleet includes 11 aircraft carriers, 14 ballistic missile submarines, SSBNs, 50 nuclear-powered attack submarines, and 23 frigates, with a total displacement of around 3 million tons. What sets the U.S. Navy apart is its ability to deploy multiple carrier strike groups, CSGs, simultaneously across the globe. According to JDD, following the Hamas attack on October 7, 2023, the U.S. deployed 2 aircraft carriers and accompanying escort ships to the eastern Mediterranean within days, in a show of support and protection for Israel. Admiral Christophe Prézuc, who served as chief of the French Navy from 2016 to 2020, remarked that Beijing built a naval force equivalent to that of the French Navy in just 4 years. This remarkable achievement has propelled China to become the second most powerful naval force in the world. Currently, the Chinese Navy operates 3 aircraft carriers, with a 4th under construction. The total displacement of its 1,572 warships amounts to approximately 1.2 million tons. In December 2023, President Vladimir Putin inaugurated 2 new nuclear submarines to replace aging Soviet-era models that have been in service since the 1980s. These new submarines have been assigned to the Pacific Fleet. According to President Putin, 8 additional nuclear submarines of various classes are currently under construction in Russian shipyards, aimed at strengthening the country's presence in the Arctic, the Far East, the Black Sea, the Baltic Sea, and the Caspian Sea. According to AFP, during the flag-raising ceremony in Severodvinsk, in northwestern Russia at present, the Russian Navy operates 51 submarines, including 13 ballistic missile submarines, SSBNs. Its fleet comprises 605 warships with a total displacement of approximately 1.15 million tons. Given its geographic position, Japan has wisely prioritized the development of its naval forces. The island nation operates a fleet with a total displacement of 512,000 tons. At the core of the Japanese Navy are 2 Izumo-class ships, helicopter carriers with a displacement of 27,000 tons each. In December 2022, Japan increased its defense budget to fund the construction of new warships. Currently, Japan has 18 submarines and 8 frigates in active service. Once considered the most powerful naval force in the world, the Royal Navy lost that status after World War II, ceding the top position to the United States Navy. Today, the British Navy is facing challenges. In January, officials from the UK Ministry of Defence acknowledged that the Royal Navy was struggling with sailor recruitment, according to The Telegraph. As a result, one of its 2 aircraft carriers, HMS Queen Elizabeth, was unable to deploy to the Red Sea earlier this year due to personnel shortages. Currently ranked 5th among the world's naval forces, the UK Navy operates a fleet with a total displacement of approximately 457,000 tons. The Indian Navy is actively working to modernize and expand its fleet. While the Indian Navy has not officially joined the U.S.-led Red Sea Task Force, it has deployed a significant naval presence in the region, explained Olivier Gillard, an associate researcher at the Institute for Applied Geopolitical Studies. Between November 2023 and the end of January 2024, the Indian Navy and Coast Guard responded to approximately 10 distress calls in the Indian Ocean, providing assistance to vessels attacked by pirates, assaulted crew members, and ships struck by Houthi missiles. Equipped with 2 aircraft carriers, 16 submarines, including 1 SSBN, and 16 frigates, the Indian Navy operates a fleet with a total displacement of 322,000 tons. Situated between the Mediterranean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, and the English Channel, France possesses the second-largest maritime zone in the world, after the United States. Today, the French naval fleet includes the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle, 3 amphibious helicopter carriers, 15 frigates, and 9 nuclear-powered submarines, with a total displacement of 307,000 tons. Although France ranks 7th among the world's most powerful naval forces, it is the only country, besides the United States, to operate a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. According to JDD, by 2040, Paris is expected to commission a next-generation aircraft carrier, larger than its predecessor, along with third-generation ballistic missile nuclear submarines. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos.